What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics Breakdowns. And normally I film these videos right after I'm done filming my main video, but we kind of ran out of daylight the other day, so I've come back out here to film the breakdown of the Coonan 357 Magnum, which this is a 1911 chambered in 357 Magnum, which is absolutely absurd and what makes the Coonan just so cool. So this right here is a standard 1911. This is actually a Smith & Wesson 1911, and it is a very nice 1911. It is chambered in 45 ACP, and then here I have a Smith & Wesson model 686, chambered in 357 Magnum. Again, a very nice firearm, one of my favorite 357 Magnums, I might add. And somebody decided to combine the two, and his name was Dan Coonan. So the Coonan 357 Magnum 1911 was designed in the 1970s by Dan Coonan. Then it went into production in the 1980s, and unfortunately, the company went bankrupt in 1994. Dan Coonan resurrected the pistol with a new partner around 2009. They made it in some small batches up until about 2019, and then the doors closed again. So there are three models when it comes to the Coonan 357 Magnum: an A model, a B model, and a C model. The A models were the first ones made. The B models are somewhere in the middle, and the C models, I believe, were the ones that were made between 2009 and 2019. This one here is a B model, and when I think of a Coonan 357 Magnum, this is what I think of. This is the picture I get in my brain when I think of this gun. I've always wanted one. I saw all of the old school gun YouTubers using them back in the day, and I always wanted to pick one up. I finally got one, and I had a lot of fun with it, but I was also a little bit disappointed. So the number one problem with putting a rimmed cartridge into a semi-automatic handgun is feeding. Now, Dan Coonan did do a very good job at designing these magazines and making it to where this gun would function fairly reliably. I don't know how to say it. You know what I meant. Now, maybe I just got a bad one. I don't know, but I had this thing jamming on me quite a bit. It was a regular jam-o-matic, but I feel like it was more of a magazine issue. Maybe if I had a different mag, it would not jam so much. Now, other than the jamming, I really did enjoy this gun. Just giving you kind of a closer look at it. It is very, very pretty. I love the look of it. You've got 357 mag there on the barrel. I do think these grips, I mean, it would be cool to change them out, but I wouldn't want to because you'd be taking away from the old school Coonan look. So when comparing the Coonan to a standard 1911, you can see some differences. The first one you notice is the grip. So the 1911 is typically chambered in 45 ACP, and this is 357 Magnum. So it's a longer round, so you can see there that your grip is quite a bit wider. My hands are a little bit bigger, so it doesn't really bother me that much, and I didn't have much trouble aiming or anything like that. But if you do have smaller hands, it could be kind of a burden after a while. Other than that, the only real big difference here is your trigger guard is a little bit bigger, and you can see here on this 1911, this tapers down from the slide to the frame, and on the Coonan, it's just one solid piece. There is no tapering, and it has more of a thick look to it. Really, when it comes down to it, there is not much difference between the Coonan 357 Magnum and a standard 1911, other than the fact that this is chambered in 357 Magnum, which is the only reason I wanted it, because I love big bore and I love high-powered rounds, and this combines high power with the classic look of the 1911, and I absolutely love it. The only thing I don't love about it is that it kept jamming on me, but maybe I can work that out with a good cleaning or just try out some different mags if I can find them. Well, that is going to be it for this episode of Kentucky Ballistics Breakdowns. Let me know what you thought about the Coonan 357 Magnum in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure and give it a like. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.